Hi, Ruel. Good afternoon. My name is Rosh. I'll be your interviewer for today. Are you ready?
Yes, good afternoon, Miss.
All right, good. Thank you. Can you please tell me something about yourself?
Okay. Again, I am Ruel Hamor, but you may call me Ruel from the Philippines. I have been in the corporate industry since 2011, and I started as an engineering assistant in a food manufacturing company. I was doing technical admin stuff, CAD drafting, and other more. In that company, I learned how to do multitasking, how to work under pressure, how to meet deadlines, and even complete some tasks beyond my responsibility. As a matter of fact, I performed 7 different positions all at the same time.
Ooh.
But in the process, my leadership skills and my camaraderie were developed. That is why I was promoted as a management trainee later on in the company. Because of my desire to work as a or in the government, I took the civil service eligibility and I passed the exam. I was able to work into government agencies, first as a census team supervisor, and the other one is being an admin assistant in the accounting procurement division. Unfortunately, I did not land in a permanent position. My last job was in a retail store as an OIC or supervisor, but the company was closed due to pandemic. That is why I shifted from corporate to online freelancing as a virtual assistant. And I underwent some intensive trainings to be a competent virtual assistant, and the skill sets that I have acquired, and with the right attitude, I can do the job you have for me effectively and efficiently.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. Well, how about your strengths? I know you mentioned, a lot of things that you did with your current employer. What do you consider as your strength that can help, grow the company?
I consider my strength is into creation or content creation, and including graphics and video editing, and even branding and social media management. I can plan, design, improve, and manage a brand or project depending on client's need. I love using digital tools or new applications and enjoy working online, but I can also do the job whether remotely or not. I am able to express my ideas and show my creativity through the social media and other online platforms.
Very nice. Well, how about your weaknesses, Ruel?
I am really comfortable working from home as a freelance and by myself. On a positive note, it simply shows my self-reliance and my self-efficacy that I possess. Although I prefer to work alone, I am able and amenable to work in a team. As a proof, my previous jobs were all in a team in nature. I was able to handle people and manage teams in many occasions.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you consider yourself as a lifelong learner? And if there's something else that you're currently studying at, what do you think is it?
Yes, I am. I do consider myself as a lifelong learner because the more I learn new things, the more I realize that I know so little. That is why life for me is a never ending learning journey. And this learning should translate into actions because applying the knowledge and skills we acquired in the real industry or in everyday life is the true essence of learning. In the digital jobs training, which I had this previously, I have learned skills that made me a dependable virtual assistant that you'll ever find.
Thank you so much. Well, how long have you been a freelancer and what made you decide to become one?
Honestly, I just started as a virtual assistant this year, year 2022. And thanks to the help of the training in Digital Jobs PH, and that's transition is because I am a displaced worker due to pandemic. Even I am just new in the online industry, though I was already doing a freelancing job on the side of my corporate job since 2010. I do some CAD drafting layout, paint designs for t-shirts, tarpaulin, invitation cards, logo design, typing job, PowerPoint presentation designs, video editing, and social media management, which I just did last year for a grade 8 curriculum of a local high school in our city.
Very good. Thank you. How many clients do you have so far, and what kind of work have you done for them?
Currently, I don't have a client yet, but I can help you build your brand if you're just starting or undergoing rebranding. I can create your company logo, your theme, and build a tagline. If you need an advertising materials, I can design graphics or create a video for you. I can create content if you want to boost your social media presence. And if you are too busy running your business, I can manage your email, calendar, and social media accounts. You name it, I could probably do it.
Very good. Thank you so much. How about your service specialization? Is there anything that you are considering as your service specialization, and why did you choose that?
I specialize in video editing and administrative support. I am very much familiar with admin jobs, for I have been doing them in years during my corporate career. And I also enjoy editing videos because by doing so, it enables me to express my creative side and it gives me some sort of a fulfillment every time I do or create a video.
All right. Thank you. Well, this project will require you to work for 30 to 40 hours a week, and then 12 to 16 hours ahead of your time. So you will be working night shift. Is that something that you can do?
Yes, I'm good to work at any time, but if there could be a flexible work available, that would be better. But I'm amenable with that.
All right. Thank you. Do you consider yourself as a team player? Do you prefer to work with teams or working alone?
As I have mentioned earlier, although I prefer to work alone, I can, and I am very much willing to work with a team. I have been working in a team all of my career, and I have proven to work well with the group being a good team player until I was promoted to lead some of those teams I had been before.
Very good. Well, how about your service fee for this project? Do you have a ballpark figure in mind?
My service fee for this project is $500 per month for a 20-hour week job.
Okay. Thank you. Well, how about your long-term goal as a freelancer? So tell me about your specialization, your rates, or clients, perhaps.
As an online professional, I would love to participate in a group or association of online freelancers to watch over and protect the welfare of each other. Having a support group that can and willing to give technical, professional, social, and moral help support that in return anyone will reciprocate. I also desire to help those who are unemployed like me, who lost a job during pandemic, whether they are my previous co-worker, church mates, relatives, or neighbors, as long as they are willing to learn to be a VA. I want to give them a sort of source of income by delegating some jobs based on their capability, but with the guidance and training that I will also be providing for them.
All right. Thank you so much, Ruel. How about your understanding of the job post? If ever that you'll be accepted for the position, can you please walk me through as to how you understand the job post?
This post is in need of a social media manager. The objective is to increase the audience of the client's social or increase the audience of the client's social media community. This position requires the skills of creating content, which includes at least graphic design and copywriting skills. This would also mean that conceptualization, strategic planning, implementation, and management, or even analysis and problem solving will be the main responsibilities that the position needs. The social media management must have a knowledge, or the social media manager, rather, must have a knowledge on the tools necessary for scheduling and monitoring results of the content posts.
Mm-hmm. Plus, of course, we might be needing you to help on some other virtual assistant jobs, like let's say administrative tasks, let's say working on some slides, reports, etc. So you also need to prepare on that. So
Yes, thank
again,
you.
for my next question, how do you take negative feedback?
Negative feedback must be taken positively, for it helps me realize that I have to improve onto something. I consider it a reflection of my mistake and a gauge to do better on a particular area of myself. Sometimes the feedback is premature because of our weak communication. That is why it is very important to have a constant open communication with anyone, especially with clients. For me, it is better to receive a negative feedback than to hear nothing at all, even if I did wrong, because I won't be able to correct it if it I won't if I know nothing about it.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you so much, Ruel. That would be all. Do you still have questions for me or about the project?
If ever, Miss, will I be working alone this project or with a team?
Both. So
Okay.
we have a team, of course, but there are tasks that will be given to you where you need to work with a team or by yourself. We don't micromanage, although we will require reportings on a weekly basis. So um and you will also be given a supervisor that you can ask at any time, so you won't feel like you've just been left behind with a pile of work waiting for you to be completed. All right, that's it. Anything else, Ruel?
One last question, Ms. Roche. May I know the timetable for this project, please?
You are supposed to start by Monday, although the result of this interview will be deliberated within 24 to 48 hours from now. So please expect an email from us, and if you receive an email from us, then you will immediately start on Monday. Hopefully, I can see you by then.
That's good to hear.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
Roel.
much.